Hi everyone, Daisy here with another layout for Confessions of a Paper Addict. Here you see my gigantic scrap bin. Like I have said recently in some of my videos, I really want to focus on using some of my scraps in my stash up this year, so I am pulling this out and flipping through it. This is my favorite way to use my scrap. Sorry if that was just muted. I pushed the button on accident. But I just like going in and kind of picking out the colors that are inspiring me at that time. I did use a cut file from Confessions of a Paper Addict called Film Strips 2, and another scrap of paper from Cocoa Vanilla. So I kind of had a starting point, and then I went in and pulled out some more Cocoa Vanilla, some Pretty Little Studio because their colors go really well together sometimes. And yeah, just pulled these out. Wasn't 100% sure yet what I was going to do with them, though. I had a couple of thoughts, but I wasn't quite sure where I was going with these. But I knew what pictures I wanted to use. I wanted to use these ones from a couple of years ago of my older daughter. She's doing like this weird like posing thing in her, it's not a snuggie, a comfy, that's what they're called, the like giant blanket sweatshirt things. And I just thought it was hilarious, so I'm going to cut these photos down, and I have 6 of them, so it's perfect to fit in the film strips. So I am going to put all 6 of them on. Now you are missing out the great posing of the rest of her body, but it doesn't matter because it's all about the face, right? So yeah. So I'm just cutting these down to about, I think it ends up being like, sorry, excuse me, 2 3/4 by 3 1/4 or something like that. It's kind of an odd size. I didn't really think that through when I cut the cut file out. And if I would have thought it through, I could have done a little bit better sizing, but whatever, this works fine. I just used one of the squares from the inside of the cut file to kind of measure out where I was going to trim each photo down to. And now I'm just deciding where I'm going to put them. Excuse me. And one of the photos I did cut too small. That one there, that last one, but it fits perfectly in that little kind of overlapped space down there. So I'm like, yay. So I'm just going to start gluing everything down. I am really sorry about my voice. Unfortunately, I've been having whatever this is all day today, and I have talked a lot today at work, so it has not helped anything, but yeah. So I'm just gluing it down, and unfortunately, I'm putting too much glue on, so of course it's squeezing all over. So I have to just clean it up a little bit. And then I'm just going to trim some of these down so that I don't have as much trimming to do afterwards. But yeah, so I had originally thought I was going to use the floral side of this paper underneath that blue side because I really like that blue color. But then I'm like, ooh, I really liked the flower side too. So you're going to see me kind of go back and forth trying it out here, and then I just make a decision. I did not, I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. We're just going to make a decision and just glue it down and then go from there. So here's where you see me trying it out. And I kind of wish I had gone with the blue side, not going to lie. But I'm going to stick it down and then go with it. So, excuse me. So I'm just going to glue this down, and I'm just using liquid adhesive, just a really thin line. And then I do use the back side of my layout to stick it down so that if any glue gets on it, it doesn't ruin the paper. I did offset the cut file so that it looks like it's got a little shadow, which is why I liked the blue on the bottom because it made a more shadowy look. But yeah, I kind of wish I had done the blue on top. But anyway, so now I'm going through these scraps, and I am cutting out my own word. So I am going to use the word Vogue, which was not my intention when I started this, but that's what it reminded me of. So I am just going to use some scraps and cut out my own title here, using each of the scraps. And I am not measuring anything, I am just eyeballing it. Excuse me, I keep yawning. I do apologize. And then, yeah, I'm going through my papers here, and I couldn't decide which ones I wanted to use. And then I really liked the combination that I came out with, but then the one that I used for the V, that little light teal line one, um, was a little too light. So I am gonna fix that here in a minute. But yeah, so then I was trying to decide what if I wanted to do something more in the background because I felt like it needed a little something. Otherwise, it just felt like two things sitting next to each other, if that makes any sense to anybody but me. But I felt like I needed something to really pull both sides of the paper together. And so here is where I am kind of fixing what I didn't like. So what I'm going to do here, you can see I backed um, the V with the dark teal and the U I backed with some light teal. And then I stitched on every single one of them using that white crochet thread that's right there on my desk. I even stitched in the corners of the pictures, like little photo corner kind of things, just to add that to the film strip as well. I did a black outline using a Sharpie marker. And now I am just using these two scraps of paper. These are from Paper Star Studio, which is a printable digital collection. And I just stuck them down. And then I have a little bit more of that teal, which the teal really isn't in the original paper that I had. So I don't know why I kind of gravitated toward this color, but I did. So I'm going to just stick with it here. Again, I kind of wish I had brought the blue back in, but anyhow, I think I'm going for some stickers or something here. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. So, if you aren't already a member of the Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook group, I highly recommend joining. There will be a link down below. That's where you're going to find out about all the new releases, where the free monthly cut file is available, and it's only available for the single month, and then it goes into the shop. So, why not join up, and then you can get your hands on that free cut file. There will also be a link for the shop down below. Virginia has over 1,000. That's just mind blowing. 1,000 cut files in her shop. So she has something for everybody, for every single thing you could possibly want to scrap. I guarantee she has a cut file for it. Excuse me. So definitely head on over to the shop. Again, links will be down in my description box below. So check that out. So now while I was jabbering on, I just glued those down just using my ATG, and then I'm going to kind of finish up my title here. I wanted to do Come on Vogue, because that's the song. Excuse me. And I decided to go with these black thickers. Again, I have no idea why I went with the black, but sure, why not? We're just going to go with it here. And then I'm also going to add a little subtitle underneath, and it's going to say strike a pose. Again, another line from the song. And I'm using these multicolor thickers. I think they're called Happy, maybe something like that. Happy Day, or I don't remember. But yeah, so I'm just alternating the colors here, and I'm putting my S's upside down because I think they look funny that way. And then I'm going to fuss around with these and move them over and get them right where I want them. So, and then I'm not sure if I want to add anything else. I feel like I don't want it to get too busy or too crazy. So I was thinking about adding maybe some clear stickers or something like that. And I do end up, excuse me, finding something just randomly sitting on my desk. that I was going to use for a different layout. And it's going to be that right there where it says laughter is the best medicine. And it worked really well. It had that dark kind of teal color, and it created kind of a sitting spot for that strike a pose. Um, and I do add a couple of stickers from Cocoa Vanilla Studio. This is the Wild at Heart, I think, sticker sheet. And so I'm going to use a couple of those. Pop this one up that says best ever up on this foam. I'm also going to add a little, oh, sorry. Oh, we're going to have very cold conditions. I'm going to add that little tag that says fave there, again in that teal color, because why not? And then I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that I want to add. And I pulled out some Dear Lizzie, and I thought about using that Stay Cool because I thought it would go really well. It's that same dark colored teal, but nope, don't end up using that. Excuse me. And I'm going to try these little paint swatches, but I'm not going to end up using those either. And I think this might be, oh no, I am going to pull out one more like puffy thicker sheet, and I'm going to use some hearts and stars off of it. And it's one of the Vicky Bouton ones, I think from maybe Storyteller, but I don't remember. I felt like I needed a little black down here, so I just added some washi tape. Again, something I'm using up for my stash. I've been using these black and white washies quite a bit, so yeah, they're just kind of living on my desk right now. But there, I added that little smiley face because when else am I going to use it? And I'm going to add that arrow and some of these stars. Do I add a heart too? I thought I added a heart, but maybe not. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think I leave it there. So I'm pretty sure that stays there. But again, like I said, links down below for all of the places where you can find Confessions of a Paper Addict. Definitely head on over and join those. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would be fantastic. I don't like asking, but I feel like I should start asking. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope everybody is staying healthy and safe, and that you're getting a lot of scrappy time. Oh yes, so I thought I needed more black, so I'm going to add some black splatters here using just some black acrylic paint that I watered down, and I'm just going to splatter it all around here. And I don't care about getting the paint on my pictures, I just don't want it on her face, so I am going to very carefully come in and add some to the film strip frame. But yeah, I felt like this was a super fun layout to do. I got a lot of colorful scraps used up and some other things, so I'm super happy about that. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!